with a particular organization, with the institution, even government. But you see, the code of arms are not a depiction of the government of the day, but is that of the South African society and the state of South Africa, which we will all belong to, even with whether President Zuma is still president or the ANC is still in government. The code of arms represent us as a people of South Africa.
Government says it has no intention of censoring people or their work, but emphasizes that freedom of expression should not rob others of their dignity. Meanwhile, the South African Democratic Teachers Union said the paintings serve to further polarize the country. Lehana Tsoteti, SABC News, Johannesburg.
Parliament is hard at work trying to avoid what could be a potential legal disaster. Amendments to the Sexual Offences Act are being drafted. This follows a recent Western Cape High Court ruling that basically renders 29 offences under this act unsentenceable.
In a country with a high sex crime rate, loopholes in legislation dealing with the scourge cannot be afforded. Last week, the Western Cape High Court freed a man accused of fondling a woman. The High Court cited loopholes in the Sexual Offences Act for its decision. The court says, according to this act, this crime does not come with a penalty. Justice Minister Jeff Radebe pointed out that 2 other courts have ruled in instances where the law does not have penalties, that judges and magistrates should use their discretion. The Minister and Parliament's Justice Committee are working flat out to address this problem.
We are considering appealing the decision to the Supreme Court of Appeal to seek clarity, as we urgently need to address this matter and manage the potential repercussions.
The intention of the committee is going to be a two-pronged process, which is to persuade the Ministry and the National Prosecuting Authority to appeal the judgment of the Cape High Court.
Failure to address the problem could see offenders walking free, and the implications for the victims of these crimes could be far worse.
So if we are saying that this judgment has the implication that at least 29 different offences in the Sexual Offences Act essentially no longer exist, it means that currently perpetrators who are accused of those offences, who have been charged, can ask for those charges to be withdrawn. Alternatively, people who have been convicted of those offences can ask for those convictions to be overturned.
Government says an appeal will be launched this week. Abra Barbia, SABC News, Parliament.
Hart Bay residents took to the streets again, protesting against the construction of a 54 million rand toll plaza on the scenic Chapman's Peak Drive. This comes a week before an interdict application to halt the construction, which will be heard in the Western Cape High Court.
Angry protesters demonstrating over this construction site. Just like the e-tolling saga in Gauteng, residents here are adamant this project must be suspended. They believe the millions spent on construction is a waste of money, and cheaper alternatives such as an electronic system is available.
We want great clarity on the whole financial deals from the last 8 years, both the contracts and to show us that this road is a viable option as a toll road, because we suspect that it is not viable as it stands, and that the public are going to continue to need to prop up this unviable, non-viable business.
The South African National Civic Organisation supported the protest, saying the money could have been better spent elsewhere.
For me, they are like vultures. They are sucking blood for the people. Because what they're supposed to do, they're supposed to first look at the poor of the poorest to make sure that they are lifting their standard of living before they think of the road. If they think of the road, they are mafias. What they want is only to get money.
A memorandum was handed to officials who refused to comment. Mariska Botha, SABC News, Hout Bay.
Still to come, scores homeless as fires wreak havoc. Details after the break.
Let your imagination become a reality with the Sony Xperia S, featuring an outstanding HD display plus Android operating system. It also has a 12-megapixel camera with fast capture, so you can save those perfect moments in a flash. Get this incredible phone now at only $299 per month on a business call contract. And you can explore the world with 250 megs of data free every month. The Sony Xperia S, made of imagination with the latest Sony technology. First and exclusive to Vodacom.
I'm Chef Luigi from Knorr. I know that a great dish is made from fresh, real ingredients. That's why I love our new Knorr stock pot. The freshness of its aroma is irresistible, and it has no preservatives, like a real stock should be. It melts in, releasing its rich flavor, making your meals even tastier. Amore. New Knorr stock pot. Real ingredients, real stock.
If this was just a car, it wouldn't adjust the speed of each front wheel for the ultimate in cornering. It wouldn't respond to the sound of your voice. If this was just a car, it wouldn't change gears as fast as a sports car. But this is not just a car. The new Ford Focus range from $189,900 start more than a car.
News at 7. Welcome back. A spate of shack fires this weekend has left 3 people dead and scores displaced. In the latest incident, an Alexandra man was seriously injured when his shack caught fire and spread to 12 more dwellings last night. 23 families in the informal settlement north of Johannesburg have been left homeless.
Rebuilding their homes and salvaging what they can. Many have lost everything. This little girl and her family are now stranded.
Everything was burning yesterday. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow at school.
Everything is bad, and IDs, and food, and clothes.
One person was injured in the fire. It's believed an illegal electric connection caused the blaze.
There's been many fires here. Many people died here. We are tired of voting for nothing. We want to be moved from here.
No more!
This month alone, close to 10 shack fires have been reported countrywide. In the past few days, 3 people died after 5 shack fires in Johannesburg and Cape Town.
There's a multiplicity of energy usages in each home, so people do not use a single energy source. So all of those, as long as there's flame and there's fire, there's a potential for something like an accident to happen.
In Gauteng, hotspots are closely monitored.
We're emphasizing more on being proactive, going out there to these areas, try and educate them in terms of basic firefighting so that they can be ready.
Often desperate and risky measures are taken to keep warm. Emergency personnel are appealing to communities to put safety first as they brace for yet another fire season. Mangoba Mchunu, SABC News, Alexandra.
The 4-day strike by Durban taxi drivers has been suspended. The city has been without taxi and bus services since the beginning